As we begin looking into the Inferno, we will first look at the makeup of Dante's trip through hell. It is made up of 9 layers that are believed to be conical in its descent. The deeper Dante and Virgil travel into the bowels of hell, the worse and worse punishment for the sin. As the circles descend, some of the worst offenses, layers 7 through 9, come in the form of violence, fraudulent, which are the liars, and finally, the traitors or betrayers. In the 9th circle, we find Lucifer in a frozen lake. Lucifer has 3 faces. Each mouth is chewing on a particular person. Judas Iscariot, who betrayed Christ. Brutus and Cassius from Julius Caesar. These 3 men perpetrated the worst crimes against humanity ever, and they will forever be chewed upon, torn apart for their sins. Upon witnessing this, Virgil tells Dante that they must leave hell at once. He emerges on Easter Sunday. Dante looks up to the sun, sees that there is light, and he feels hope once again. Do you think it's coincidental that Dante wrote his rebirth on the same day as Jesus' rebirth in history? Let us take a look at Canto 1. The main characters should be a course for quite a bit of symbolic discussion. First, we look why Virgil? Why is he the guide? Out of all the people that have ever existed, this is the soul that resurfaces. Second, what are these 3 beasts that Dante encounters? The leopard, the lion, the she-wolf. They do not let Dante pass, rather they force him to begin his journey. Is it because sin traps us? What are your thoughts? The story begins with Dante losing his way in his 35th year of life. Not literally, he was older when he penned this. But he emerged into a dark wood. Look at the word choice. It conveys such strong imagery. He feels the darkness, but looking up he sees the morning sun rays coming from a mountain. It gives him hope. You see the simple symbolism of the dark is the sin and it is all around him. Light is God and it is a little bit too far away for him right now. And the sun does not last. Dante encounters 3 beasts, again, symbolic of human nature. As you read, think about what they represent. How these beasts are still alive today and how they trap people. Now, the shade of Virgil appears. He offers to show the path to Dante to find peace. But of course, Dante must symbolically cleanse himself first by going through hell. He agrees. As we examine Virgil, we must take a look into Virgil's life. He was a philosopher of human reason. He was the author of the Aeneid. This was a great tribute to the importance of Virgil in Dante's life. He understood that you must first initiate conversations with books, such as Dante had to initiate a conversation with Virgil. If we do not read the books, we cannot converse. If Dante did not first start talking to Virgil, Virgil could not help him. This was a slap in the face to people who did not appreciate Virgil's writing enough when he was alive. Finally, let's look to Dante. He feels he is separated from God and he finds himself in sin. He begins his journey on Good Friday and ends it on Easter Sunday. Notice the number 3 will constantly enter into it. It is rampant throughout the text that Dante's writing has quite a bit of religious numerology. We will discuss that in further lectures. Let us first take a moment as well to discuss theme. The major themes are picturesque or journey. It is universal. We are all on a journey, whether we know it, that it is defined, or that it is undefined as of yet. A second theme is the weak. The humble will survive. It is survival of the unfittest, a paradox in nature, but something Dante would understand being Catholic, as Catholics are taught the meek will inherit the earth. Lastly, reversal of fortune. He was lost, and at the end of his journey he is now found. How often is that the case with us? How often do do we feel so lost and so alone and so hopeless, but to come out the journey and you are found and you have a purpose. I hope you will continue your journey with Dante in our classroom. Remember, these are brief overviews, brief conversations that you are listening to, but it is so important so we could deeply discuss all of the ideas in class. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to talking to you in class.